What a lot of people don't talk about in trading is the importance of the bigger time frame analysis. So looking at a smaller time frame, that is typically what you will look at when you are day trading, when you're scalping. When you're looking at a smaller time frame, you will see potential entries like prices going higher. You could enter based on a breakout of a certain level, maybe down here, a rejection of a previous level here, going downward, you see that price is sideways, price breaks out of consolidation, you enter, maybe even focusing on smaller time frames and the little entries as to how you can enter. But how does this play a bigger role in the bigger picture? How I trade is determined based on the bigger picture. So if the bigger picture has a nicer overall movement and I can understand where price is likely to head or what is the overall trend, there's a higher chance that on a smaller time frame, whatever you see on maybe a 1 hour time frame, you will basically be looking at trading the smaller time frame movement where there's a higher probability of your trade working out, going in your direction, because that is the bigger trend. So once both time frames align, there's a higher probability of there being strength and price moving in the direction you like, because that is basically trading with strength. You want to trade with strength. What moves the market is institutional traders. So the bigger banks, bigger funds, that's what moves the market, and that's why you see a lot of bullish pressure, a lot of selling. That is basically being moved by people with millions and billions of dollars. So what we want to do is identify those smaller time frame movements where it aligns with this bigger trend. So what you can see on really any day, whatever smaller time frame you look at, 5 minute, 2 minute, 15 minute, 1 minute, depending on what kind of time frame you like to look at. I do not focus solely on that smaller time frame to look for entries. Sometimes on whatever day you look at, there'll always be some kind of entry that you see. So even on a random day, you will see some kind of entry that you could have traded, but it's not always going to work out if that doesn't align with the bigger picture. Maybe here and there the strategy works, but if you're trading the same strategy based on just looking very closely on the smaller time frame, that strategy may not always work out, and then you're wondering, how come this strategy doesn't work out every single time I take it? What you want to do is look at the bigger picture and how that entry aligns with it. Sometimes when you see a good entry on a smaller time frame, you may not see that the bigger picture looks really good to trade that. Maybe price is choppy or we're in a very weak market. When price is weak, there is a lower probability of price moving in the direction you want. Even if you're in a trade, it may move very slow based on time decay. Even if you're in a trade and it moves, the P&L may not move that well, and then based on the time factor, you may not actually profit that well. So what I always emphasize is look at the bigger picture, look at the 1 hour chart to see, do you understand the overall direction? Do you understand what price is doing? Is it breaking out of certain levels? Is it at all-time highs? Are we at a strong support resistance? Has price previously pulled back and now we're looking to continue the bullish trend? Are we maybe in an area where we see a lot of wicks where price has a higher likelihood of reversing that day? That will give you a better look at if price is at a certain level of more buying, more selling. Then we know on the smaller time frame, we want to be aware of that area, because if we know that there's going to be a lot of selling in a certain area based on how price moved previously, then we know that based on those entries on the smaller time frame, we could look for a bearish entry, and then basically it aligns and you can take that high probability setup. So looking at this time frame, we can see that price is overall very bullish. It is reaching this very strong resistance that I had drawn. We can see all the way to the left. This is really drawn from the weekly zones, and you can see all the way here we are at a very strong level where price has come up to before. Now sometimes the candlesticks won't show, so you may have to go on a bigger time frame to see all the candlesticks depending on what TradingView subscription you have. But you can see here this is a very strong resistance area. This is all-time highs. The white line is all-time highs, and right here is a strong resistance. You can see that it tapped into it multiple times and rejected, going all the way down. So whenever you have those levels, if price comes back up here, we can expect that there's going to be some kind of reaction. So it's either going to blow through, it's going to reject right away, we're going to have a break and retest. We just want to be aware that this is an area where a lot of selling could happen, or from here, if there isn't a lot of selling, then buyers will step in and push price even higher. Now, understanding that and that the overall trend is upward, then we want to make sure that however we trade, we want those high probability setups so that we're not faked out. The worst thing you can do is when you're in an area here, you assume that based on how price moves, it's definitely going to go in a certain direction. What you want to watch for is to look for confirmation. Confirmation is basically going to tell you, are there multiple confluences telling you that price is going to head in a certain direction? That will give you more confidence in a trade that if you enter in a certain direction, there's a higher probability of price moving in the direction you predicted. So right here, based on this movement, this is actually a trade I took from yesterday. But basically, we're at all-time highs. Price was actually at a very strong area here. This is that resistance area. Then we have the previous day high level right here. I always mark that. And then we have a previous pre-market high right there. So these are two very important levels I look for. And then based on how price moved, you could see that price dipped down. So at that time where the market opened here, this is all you would have seen before the market opened. Now going to the 1 hour chart, we could see that price dipped down. So in this very strong bullish movement, you will see pullback. So what I saw is that price pushed up, pulled back. We already curled higher from the previous day into the pre-market area, and then during pre-market it basically went sideways. So all I was watching for is, can we break this area here, and then if it breaks, is there a good bullish entry, because the overall trend is higher, pulled back, so there is potential for price to push higher. We don't know how strong price is going to move. It may reach up here, it may continue going higher, or it may just reject this area and go down. So we never want to assume how far price can go, but we just want to look at what does price tell us and react based on what it says. So based on this movement, I was basically already bullish, looking at whether price could break this pre-market high to go higher. And then all I'm really looking for is, because I understand the 1 hour time frame, I understand that price dipped down. Then from there, price has to be in an area that I want. So when price breaks a certain level, then I look for entries, because that is when it's higher probability for me to enter in that trade. So based on that, based on understanding the bigger picture, it aligning here, after I see price break the level, I want to see price continue. So I want to see strength in the market, showing that there is potential for price to continue when I enter that trade. So once you know what direction to trade, so I was bullish, only trading calls above this whole area because of the bigger bullish trend, then all I do is wait for an entry. So this was like a pullback at resistance, price pulled back, price pushed higher, then I entered a scalp just for this little move here. But basically the lesson learned here is that you want to see, does the bigger picture align with what the movement shows on the smaller time frame? If they both agree, there's usually a higher probability of price going. Sometimes price may, surprise you, move in a certain direction, but what I'm trying to do is to see how predictable can it be? How repeatable can this trading style be? What is the win rate? If I'm always looking at both alignments, bigger picture with smaller time frame, then what is the win rate in that strategy? Am I entering in that correct direction? So if you know exactly which direction to trade and you're only waiting for that direction, then usually there's a higher probability of your trade working out, because you are basically trading with the bigger institutional traders. So however the market is moving, price is very bullish, you want to enter in that bullish trend rather than trying to find some entry of price reversing, because even in any bearish entry, because the overall market is very bullish, any kind of bearish entry, we don't know how long that trade will be sustained. So I never like to assume that, so I'd rather trade with the trend. So any kind of bearish entry going downward is more so eliminated. So I'm only looking for a certain direction, so I'm looking for confirmation in that direction. Anything else, any kind of bearish entry, reversal, that is likely what I'm not going to trade. So trade with the trend, 1 hour time frame, 2 minute time frame aligns, and then I will take my trade for a higher probability setup.